Tonight's topic of discussion is something that I've been going over with my boy Alex. We've been talking about this back and forth because him and I share this same obstacle, which is imposter syndrome. It's just something that's hitting really hard lately. I think it's just getting to this point where whatever I'm thinking, I'm just documenting it so I can see the change in progress of this whole thing at a later point in time. But here we are, so let's talk about it. With everything that's been going on with my life, I've been feeling a very, very high level of imposter syndrome. Reason I say that is because just the way my life is kind of organized, the way everything is presented. One thing that I do pride myself on is that I'm very good at presenting things. I'm very good at having a nice image, presenting myself well, making sure that my digital presence is organized, clean, and everything as a whole, whether it's just something such as my apartment or my car. I don't care what car you give me. You could give me a 1998 Toyota Corolla. It will be cleaner than your brand new 2023 Hyundai, whatever. You get my point. And you're probably wondering, why are you talking about yourself so much? It's not to show off or anything. It's just that because I've found a way to present myself so well, people already create the presumption that I've got it made or that I've got life figured out or like I'm super successful or something, when I really don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm just figuring it out just as much as you guys are. It does get like a little bit pressuring because now that I actually look the part per se, now I actually have to perform. And some people, always hit me with what do you do? In a sense of workplace, I like where I work at. I like the people that I work with, my workflow. I'm very thankful for my manager because of my managers. Because of them, the work environment is so peaceful, and I can choose my kind of workflow, and I can really do things my way to a certain extent. But at the same time, whenever I get hit with that question of like, what do you do? Like my heart kind of drops a little bit because at the end of the day, it's nothing crazy. I'm very grateful that I'll try to do as much overtime as I can. Like for this past month of December, I've been working 6 days a week. The whole point is it's just like, it looks cool on social media, and I do like wear a nice suit and stuff, and it's just really presentation. I mean, of course, automotive experience is required, and you have to have good communication skills, and that stuff is built over time. I've just developed this because when I was 18, I got to this point in time in high school where I lost all my confidence. Things weren't going right. That was the point in time. Man, that could be a video for another day, but I was just going through this point in my life where I started to shy away from all the degenerate things that I was doing, and I was starting to wake up, I should say, and I started to mature. And because I didn't fit in at school anymore, I was so lost, and I lost my confidence. So the one thing that I did for myself to get out of that rut was I found a way to get promoted to sell cars, because I was a porter, and I wanted the sales job, not because of the money. I knew the money would come with it, but more importantly, I wanted to learn how to build rapport with people again, to make connections, talk to people. And that really changed my life for the better. Was I a top salesman? No, not at all by any means, but it did spark my confidence in approaching people and just speaking to people. At least in like the food chain of automotive world, or like in career, it's like I'm not really at the top. Yeah, that's another thing about like this whole imposter syndrome. And another thing too that I'm going through is I'm slowly starting to build this audience on YouTube, and I'm just trying to curate the direction of it. We're still in this phase of developing the channel, like what it stands for. I'm going on so many different tangents, but while I'm at it, I'd like to think I'm a pretty intelligent person, and I'd like to think that I have very good insight, but at the same time, I'm only 21, and there's so many stories that I have to tell you guys one day, and I would love to tell you because I feel like I've lived a few different lives already, but at the same time, I know that I'm only 21 and I haven't had enough time on this earth to really speak like real wisdom. I could only teach you guys or help you guys as far as what I've been through. So that's kind of where the imposter syndrome hits, because it's like, I'm 21, bro. I don't know shit. That's the truth. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. I question my qualifications if I'm someone that can teach you or give you advice, especially as I've only been on this planet for 21 years. So that's another thing. So what I'm going to do for the rest of this channel is just figure it as I go and document it so you guys can see in real time, live, what I'm doing with my life to just improve it. Because at the end of the day, you guys know that I want to be a full-time entrepreneur. The gap between where I'm at now, working a 9 to 5, and then where I want to be a full-time entrepreneur, working off of digital income, let's say, that's the part that I'm trying to figure out. And I think it's going to be a super cool journey if I document everything, because I will get to relive all these memories. And one of my subscribers has been texting me on Instagram. He actually told me, let me pull up the message. My guy Andre said, I have to mention a couple things about your recent video. First of all, I noticed that you didn't only record this video to help other people that are in this situation. You did it to help yourself because you were in a tough position, and this helped you put your thoughts in order and somehow answer your own questions. It's like journaling, and you could make a video on this topic and how to clear your mind by recording yourself, or even journaling, because it's really empowering, as you probably experienced during the video. I bet you felt better afterwards. And Andre, you are very spot on about that. That comment that you made, you're very spot on about how I felt, because I did feel better after I was done recording. One, in an accomplishment sense, like, yeah, I made a video today, because people like us who like to make content, we lose our creativity sometimes. Like, it's something that comes and goes. And another thing too is, yes, it does help put your thoughts in order. And one thing that I've been testing myself is to do all this impromptu. There is no scripting anymore. There's no bullet points, nothing. All of this is just coming as I think. I was also watching Justin Waller the other day, one of his podcasts, and he was kind of going over this whole discussion, and he said that if you're going to document your journey, get ready to be on camera having your face punched, which is very true, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some adversities that I have to go through that I do have to document. But I'm ready for it. This is what I want. When I strictly focus on getting the work done, putting the content out there, when I put all of this aside, when I don't think about if I'm qualified enough to say this, if my opinions matter, if I just set all that aside, and when I just really spit what I know and how I feel, and I just deliver that advice from the heart, I notice a lot of success, and I notice a lot of people resonate with that. So I just have to keep pushing, man. And bro, I'm going on so many different tangents, but like I said, while it's on my mind, I might as well just, speak it out. There's been like this kind of war on masculinity, all this cancel culture. It's really suppressing that. It's suppressing masculinity. And what I notice with myself is that when I become more, metaphorically speaking, not physically, when I am metaphorically more violent, when I'm more aggressive, whether that's like trying to accomplish my goals, or being productive, or going to the gym, or executing on something that I'd say that I do, I feel way more proud of myself. I actually do get more things done, and I do see more results in that way. So I've just been leaning towards that, and I think that a little bit of aggression, and I guess you could say a little bit more of a cutthroat mentality is pretty healthy, as long as you find a kind of balance to it. Jordan Peterson said it the best, and he said that it's better to be a monster and to control it. So that's kind of the mental frame that I've been in lately, and I'm learning how to control it. To those younger guys out there who are looking to improve, who are looking to get their life in order, just like me, I'm trying to get my life in order. I'm trying to make sure that it stays course. Even something so simple as like losing my wallet or losing my phone, I get so aggravated at myself because I know that I'm better than that. I have to be more cognitive. I have to be more aware. I have to be sharper. Anyways, guys, that's all this video is about. This is the current stage that I'm at in life, and yeah, imposter syndrome ain't no joke. I guess you could say the one thing that kind of makes me feel a little bit more comfortable is Justin Waller, Jay Waller. He said something along the lines of, if you're at this stage in your life where you're kind of uncomfortable, or you kind of feel like you're not there yet, like, or you're not so confident about what you're sharing, what you're preaching, I would say that's when you're in the right territory, because you don't want to be, I don't want to be that guy where I'm like overly confident about, you know, what I'm saying, and then truthfully I don't know shit. So this is what I know. This is where I'm at. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know what other topics you guys want me to cover. I do reply on my Instagram. I'm really glad that for those of you guys who are subscribed to me on YouTube, who follow me on Instagram, I'm really glad that you guys text me. It really does mean a lot. I find a lot of fulfillment in being able to help out and just kind of share my advice with people who ask for it, because I've never had any of this growing up. I've had to always figure things out on my own. One reason is because my dad died when I was 10 and my mom was always at work, so I had to figure out a lot of things about life on my own. I had to make so many mistakes. I had to fuck up many times, and I don't have any siblings, and I've always been in this position where I've always been seen as like the bigger brother or like the older friend. I've never really had like well, now I do, but before, like growing up, I never had someone that I could like look up to as a big brother and go to for advice. I was never fortunate enough to have that. So I find that it is my duty to help those people who are in need of that. If you're one of my subscribers and you could really resonate with this video and you want to have conversation, you want to ask for advice, please feel free to hit up my Instagram. While this channel is not blown up, I would gladly have conversation and help you out any way I can. But anyways, that's all I have in this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.